Ever wondered why your reflection in the mirror swaps your left for your right, or an ambulance has its name written backward? Welcome to Synthesized. I'm your mentor, The Pratibha, and today we are decoding lateral inversion in class 10 physics. Here we believe science lovers are made, not born. We don't just memorize the definitions, we synthesize the why behind them. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how a plane mirror flips your world. Grab your notebooks and let's get started. So lateral inversion, it is a phenomenon that occurs, of course, when an object is reflected in a mirror. एक ऑब्जेक्ट का रिफ्लेक्शन होगा प्लेन मिरर में तभी लेटरल इन्वर्जन होता है. It refers to the object's left and right sides. Example, अगर आप आपका right hand ऊपर करेंगे in front of the mirror, your reflection will be seen as raising the left hand. So, the mirror image effect, where the left side of the object appears as the right side of the image, is what we formally call as lateral inversion. The point over here is a mirror doesn't swap your left and right. It swaps your front and back. Because the image is turned around to face you, your right side naturally aligns with the image's left side. This is the synthesized truth behind lateral inversion. So here comes the definition of lateral inversion. Many textbooks say that lateral inversion, it is a phenomenon in which the image of an object turns through an angle of 180 degree through the vertical axis. Now this 180 degree through the vertical axis is very important, right? Through the vertical axis, it is very important, right? Rather than the horizontal axis, such that the right side of an image appears as the left side or vice versa. Now that sounds complicated, right? Let's synthesize it into something very simple, right? So imagine a vertical axis. This you can look over here that this is the vertical axis. This is the vertical axis. It is like a straight invisible pole standing right in front of you. Now if you were to grab that pole, if you want to grab this pole and spin your body 180 degrees around it, you would end up facing the opposite direction. You would be looking away from the mirror. But in a mirror, the image turns those 180 degree to face you. Right? So you can think of it like a page in a notebook. Right? When you flip a page, जब आप पेज टर्न करते, you are rotating it 180 degree around the vertical spine of the book. What happens? The front of the page, it moves to the back. This is exactly what the mirror does over here. It takes your front of the face, right, and flips it to the back of the image. While lateral inversion is not a horizontal flip, right? Now let us understand that if the mirror rotated you 180 degrees through a horizontal axis, like a bar at your waist, your head would flip down to where your feet is, right? Head and legs ulta pulta ho jayenge. But a plane mirror doesn't do that. It keeps you upright. So because the rotation is vertical, your top and bottom, it will stay the same. But your front and back is reversed. So now there's a magic. When your front and back are reversed, your right hand suddenly appears on the left side of the image. And that side swap is just an optical illusion. Right? आपको ऐसे illusion आता है. It is actually caused by the front to back flip. Note, in the world of physics, only non-symmetrical objects appear changed by lateral inversion. Right? So if an object is perfectly symmetrical, meaning that the left side is a mirror image of the right side, the 180-degree vertical rotation, it will still happen. But you can't see it because the new front exactly looks like the old front. Let us understand by simple letters of the English alphabets. Symmetrical letters, that is, they show no visible flip. Letters like A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X, Y. If you rotate the letter A by 180 degree, अगर आप letter A को 180 degree around the vertical axis rotate करेंगे, वो A ही दिखेगा. अभी non-symmetrical letters, let us see. It will definitely show a visible flip. Letters like B, C, D, E, F, G, J, K, L, N, P, Q, R, S, Z. These letters, they don't show a vertical line of symmetry. So when they undergo that front to back flip, their appearance, it changes completely. For example, small letter B will become D, or a capital letter P will become a backward P. Here is a small question. Why ambulance is written laterally inverted on an ambulance van? So your options are, it gathers more attention since it is laterally inverted. Option A. Option B. The vehicle in front sees a laterally inverted image and perceives it correctly, hence giving sight to the ambulance van. Option C. The vehicle in front sees a laterally erect image and perceives it correctly, hence giving sight to the ambulance van. Option number D. None of the above. Answer this question. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at the answer. So the answer is option number B. The letters on the front of an ambulance are written literally inverted so that the driver of the vehicle moving ahead of the ambulance can read the word properly after lateral inversion in his rear view mirror, and thus it will allow the ambulance to overtake smoothly. That is why ambulance is written laterally inverted on an ambulance van. Now you understood the reason? Okay, very good. So now let's wrap up. We have learned that lateral inversion, it is just not a magic trick. It is a 180-degree rotation around a vertical axis. When you reverse the front and the back, the left and the right will definitely appear swapped. It is a logical necessity of physics. So before we go, here is your synthesized challenge. If you stand in front of a mirror holding a letter M, what will the mirror show? Think about the front and the back flip we discussed. Think about the symmetrical and the non-symmetrical letters. Post your answers in the comments and I will hear the correct ones. Remember, science lovers are made, not born. Keep synthesizing, keep questioning, and I will see you in part 3 where we dive into the types of mirrors. So this is synthesized. Jai Hind.